right, guys, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Shin, joined as always by my co-host, Seline Jung.
Hi.
And Jay.
Hey.
Hi. It's been a while since I've been on.
Yeah, where have you been? Because we debriefed when you got back from Japan, but then you weren't
on the pod, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't on the pod.
Yeah.
But we hung out last week. We got fucked up.
I think we did.
Wait, did we get fucked up last week?
We did hang out within the last week.
We definitely did.
Yeah.
Of
course, I can't remember.
On Saturday, we met up in Hannam-dong at like Blacklist, and
yeah.
Right.
For sure,
that was like 2 days after I got back from a big family trip.
How was
to
Japan?
It was
any
great.
Highlights? Any lowlights?
It was great. First time back to Japan since the pandemic. I haven't felt like such a foreigner in such a long time.
Yeah. Were people like nice to you and stuff?
So we went to two cities. We went to Kyoto first, and then we were in Tokyo. And my first time in Kyoto, and I realized that, this is something I really respect about Kyoto. This is something I respect about Japan in general, is that like they're very traditional. And they don't give a fuck about what you think about their shit. Or, they're not looking for acceptance from tourists. They don't even care about tourists. Like, we straight up were rejected at, like, establishments because people just, like, didn't want us in there.
They, like, didn't want to serve you.
And for whatever reason, right?
Because you're like, Korean, probably.
Maybe. Or we're, like, loud-ass Americans.
Because you're speaking English. Yeah. I can imagine. That's
what it is.
I can imagine because a lot of Japanese people don't speak English, which is very surprising.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we were having such a hard time. By like day 5, we were like so frustrated because I haven't had to do that in so long. Like,
you also told us
communicate in like hand signals.
You told us that
like,
you hung out with a fucking geisha like all week. What's
up
with that?
Yeah.
Like your brother he befriended her.
This is a friend of a family friend, but my brother met her first, and she used to be a geisha, and now she owns what they call a tea house where geishas perform.
Right.
And she was definitely a highlight. Out of our 5 days in Kyoto, we hung out with her like 3 of the nights we were there. She's 94 years old, drank us all under the table, kept wanting to drink more. If you're familiar with Korean, like Icha and Samcha, she kept wanting to go to spot afterwards and the spot afterwards. And we just couldn't keep up. And we were just laughing. We would be just like eating like in the middle of dinner, and like I'd make eye contact with my family, and we would just start laughing
at how ludicrous it is that this
just how
94-year-old is drinking you under the table.
Like my uncle, my uncle, by the way, is 70 years old, and he finished while we were in Tokyo. We flew together to Kyoto, and he biked from Kyoto to Tokyo in 9 days.
Holy crap!
He's 70 years old.
Shit.
Yeah, he broke a rib. But
while on the trip,
he broke a rib midway and
just
kept
on his
going.
Bike
ride. Yeah. Holy fuck.
But he'll be fine because he's like Superman. But like my uncle and I, we like looked at each other during the dinner. And my uncle likes to drink, and he's super fit and healthy. And he was like, why can't I keep up with this woman? And he was like making jokes about how like she has more energy than you guys. And I was like, no, that's like...
It's not even a joke.
It's not even a joke.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I have 70% less energy than this 94-year-old woman.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. Like, we can only all hope to be that healthy when we're 94.
Oh, for sure.
And super sharp.
But she's tiny, you said, right?
She's tiny.
That helps. That actually helps for longevity.
We kept discussing what the potential, like what our theories are about why she's so healthy, and I think we just came to the conclusion that it's genetics. Like there's just something about her genes that just don't. She kept saying like, every day I wake up and I'm like, how am I still alive?
Yeah.
And it's like,
there's been some
we're all
funny
wondering that.
like news articles that like masturbation is the secret to my longevity. Like, all these old people be like, here's the secret to a long life.
I mean, yeah.
But at the end of the day,
everyone says something different.
They
right?
always say something different.
Which is like, I remember in America hearing about some of the oldest people. Like one lady said Dr. Pepper was her secret.
I remember reading that.
Right?
Yeah,
Another lady said bacon every morning was her secret. And it's like, you know what? It's genetics.
Yeah.
Like you're
Dude,
just
I'm about bacon every morning though. That sounds fucking awesome.
No, for sure.
While you were in Japan, did you do any epic like shopping or anything? Because Japan's a very fashionable place.
Yes. Well, my sister, I actually didn't really want to shop. I didn't care. But my sister loves to shop. And
she is
like,
an influencer.
Yeah, she's an influencer. And she just always likes to check out local markets and like what's hot like locally. So she had the list of like all the markets, all the clothing stores, everything. So kind of just followed. I just wanted to buy stationery. So I did hit up like a few cool stationery stores in Japan.
Last time I was in Japan, we were there for my friend's bachelor party, and I bought a jacket thinking that it was like the coolest looking jacket ever, and I have never worn it. I haven't worn it once.
Happens a lot. I've bought so
back.
many things on vacation where I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I need it. And you never wear it again.
Yeah. Also, because like when I was in Japan, so today's episode is Fashion is My Passion. And when I was in Japan, I was so impressed by how fashionable people were. Like, in a way
Such
that
a
wasn't
distinct style.
so distinct, so confident. Everyone looks really good.
Yep.
And it's so different from the Korean culture as far as what I'm exposed to, which is pretty homogenous and kind of like bland to me, right? Like, Jay, what do you...
Depending.
what would you say is like the Korean style right now?
Well, I don't know about right now, but in general, I think the majority of people wear the same outfit.
Yeah.
So when I first moved here, I remember everyone was wearing just like muted colors.
Koreans to this day, like I've never seen Korea go through a color phase. Like Koreans just don't like color.
I think that I want to say pastel, like light blues and like light pinks.
As Jay said, like a muted color, right?
Like a pastel. Yeah, but definitely nothing loud.
Yeah.
I don't think Koreans like to stand out. Yeah.
No. And it's like, you know, kind of like Uniqlo, Muji, kind of that kind of realm.
Which is funny because that's what we still wear. Like you and me as Asian men, we wear a lot of Uniqlo. But I like to think that we look better than the average dude.
Yeah, it's also like how you wear it, right? Or like what you do with it, I think.
Jay, would you say that fashion is your passion?
I think that I do. I care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seline and I once got dinner with one of our friends, Andy, and I remember he was saying like, you know, this confidence thing, this idea of confidence, and like he happened to be wearing a Uniqlo shirt, and he was like, everyone wears like a Uniqlo shirt, right? He's like, that Uniqlo shirt is the stupidest fucking thing, but my Uniqlo shirt is the fucking shit because
who said
I'm
this?
wearing it.
Andy?
Our friend Andy.
Andy, trust Andy? Or?
Yeah.
He would say some shit like that, dude. Oh my God.
And it's so true because,
true, I
mean,
think.
this is how we go about life in general, right? It's like, especially Koreans.
Well, when I do it, it's
Koreans
better.
love to be like, you know, scorn on everyone else. And then when I do it, it's like the coolest thing ever.
True.
I mean, but that's what it is. It's like fashion and clothes is all about, well, I like how Jay said, he was like, I care. Because that's a big component, I think.
Well,
caring,
you know, looking good, feeling good, these all, you know, kind of play off each other for sure.
Because I wonder, you know, I feel like people like to say if you're into fashion, you're superficial, or if you care about clothes, you're superficial.
Or you have like no real hobbies.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I think that's true for some
Laura,
people,
Jung.
for sure.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Hypebeast men,
For
like
sure,
anyone you see shopping in a Supreme.
I was
or
wearing
in
a
the
Supreme
fucking,
shirt
like,
before we recorded, and I took it off knowing that
Oh my
we
God,
would
you
talk
should've
about
worn
it.
it.
No,
should've
I
kept
knew we
wearing
would
it.
talk about it. I was like, I'm not going to be caught wearing any fucking hypebeast shit today.
or anyone shopping in that store works out. Like, you know, shit
Yeah.
like that, where it's like,
It's
and
it's
you
cringy.
know what? It's a
cringy.
vibe. It's a vibe. It's like
cringy, yeah.
you know when you see someone and by the way, fashion is not superficial only because like society and the way that we judge other people is superficial. There's no other way around it. Like if I'm just looking at you, if I meet you for the first time, I have no other information to go by.
What's like
other
the first
than
thing that you look at in an outfit? Do you know?
Shoes.
Yeah, right. I read something
Shoes
that girls
and then-
always
yeah.
look at shoes
Yeah,
first.
I've seen that
shoes
too.
will
And that
tell me
blew my mind.
what
A
kind
lot.
of person you are,
Yeah.
and it's 90% true.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
95%.
That's a real Sherlock
But
Holmes
so-
move.
Yeah, so like how, with that in mind, so many people, me included, wear Chucks and just Vans. Like, you know,
So boring.
So boring.
So boring.
But like, how can you judge that? Because the range of people who wear those shoes
So
is so broad.
So it's also like, what kind of chucks?
Oh, okay.
What color?
Yeah.
And then if I can't really go by the shoe alone, I look at the pant. What pant are you wearing with it?
What
Down, up.
fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I look at shoes first and then pants
I
second.
see.
And then usually the combo can tell me a lot of information. But that's all we have with people, right? It's like I'm looking at what you're wearing. All right, I'm going to try to glean as much information as I can about you.
That's true. I think for me, when I look at guys, I'm looking at how their pants fit. I think that's a skater thing in me, but I was like so fucking obsessed with getting the right pants that fit. And so for a long time, it was like the Levi 504s and then the 511s. Remember when like skinny jeans were super big in college?
Skinny jeans.
It was always the 511s for me.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't skinny enough to really look good in 511s, whereas like Andrew Lim, for example, could wear like 5'10 Levi's and look
those,
really
like,
good.
really
They're super skinny.
skinny ones? Yeah,
But
yeah.
like Andrew's tall and skinny, you know what I mean? And there was always part of me that was like, fuck, I can't pull off that look, you know? But I guess just to zoom out a little bit, the reason why the episode is titled Fashion is My Passion is because everywhere around Itaewon lately has been this tag where someone has written fashion is their passion everywhere and they want the world to know.
Yeah.
And
Is it still out there?
It's everywhere. In the
It's weird
Instagram
that I
post
haven't-
with this episode, I'll post, I think I took like
All the
7 or
pictures,
8
yeah.
different pictures of it.
Okay,
It's like
okay.
everywhere.
Okay.
But it just made me think because I like fashion, quote unquote, but kind of what you were saying earlier about the hype beast stuff. You know, when I'm in the States, it's always like I buy a Supreme hoodie. I buy
Do
like
you actually?
I do. I buy like one piece from Supreme. I buy a few pieces from Palace, a few from Noah. Those are like the brands that signify coolness to me as an aged skateboarder type dude, right? I'm not gonna necessarily like buy a bunch of skateboard branded shirts. I'm not gonna buy like an America shirt. I'm not gonna buy like a hoodie. But I want people to know that I used to skate, I guess. And so these are kind of skateboard adjacent brands, and they're more expensive. And so that kind of brings me to my next point of, you know, how much I think we all know that just because something's expensive doesn't mean that it looks good or is fashionable. But there is this kind of barrier of entry into people who really enjoy fashion that spend a little bit more on things that for the average person you wouldn't spend that much money on. Like take for example like a beanie, right? Beanies are very functional. I don't think I've ever spent more than like $55 on a beanie. But then when I'm in New York and I go into, you know, that shop on Mulberry Street where it's $120 for a beanie, I'm like, well, $120 isn't crazy. But then it is crazy because it's literally three
It's so
times
funny.
as much.
I just placed an order today for an acne beanie.
Okay, and how much was it?
$160 US.
That's fucking crazy.
I have one. My sister gifted it to me. Best beanie I've ever worn. I would say the only beanie I wear.
And it's an Acne.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so I just ordered it in a
Also,
different
how
color.
funny that there's a fucking fashion brand called Acne.
I know.
I should have been the spokesperson when I was like 14
Yeah,
to 18.
seriously. They should
Jesus.
use acne-ridden teenagers.
Cancel Acne
their-
until
yeah,
they start employing acne-infested models.
That's really the last, the hurdle, I think.
Wait, what's the most expensive item that you own that was not gifted to you that you bought? I think for me, it's my Burberry jacket. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I think it's a Burberry jacket for me.
Probably a jacket? No, probably shoes.
Oh, I think you told me this once.
probably
Yeah.
Probably shoes, yeah.
Girls love shoes.
Girls
Yeah.
love shoes and bags.
And bags.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah. I was helping Sue like clean through some of her stuff in her apartment the other day, and I just found a Chanel bag underneath a lot of fucking shit.
Oh my
And now
God.
I just go like, "Is this a real bag?" And she's like, "Of course it's real." And I was
And
like,
she's
"This is
like,
like a $7,000
"Haven't
bag
worn
that's
this
like, yeah,
in-"
it's like dusty." It's
Well, was
underneath
it a
all-
classic flap?
It was a classic black leather, yeah, like the small rectangular one.
So those, like, if you buy it in the store, they appreciate in value over time.
Yeah.
So people buy them like as investments,
Right.
And like they're better than most stocks.
She definitely has told me like, yeah,
Yeah.
that bag's worth like $7,000. I'm like, okay.
Oh, and you can resell like depending on what store you bought it at, or like if it was a limited edition one, you could resell for up to like
Damn.
$20,000.
Do you have any Chanel bags?
My mom does.
So
That will be
You'll
gifted
inherit
to me.
them.
Yeah, and honestly, like they never lose their value.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Chanel flat bags. But I don't like those bags.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
see you doing a lot of like expensive high fashion stuff.
No.
You're not flashy like that.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I appreciate something if it's like my style, or if I'm like,
Right.
if I really, I don't know, if it's my style and it like really catches my eye, then I'll be like, okay, I'll think about paying that much for a pair of shoes or a beanie
I think
or whatever.
it's safe to say that you're the most fashionable person on the podcast, and then
the planet.
Chris,
No,
when he was
honestly,
here, was the least fashionable person on the podcast.
So I think that you and Jay have really good personal style.
Thanks. But Jay and
Like,
I actually
honestly,
have very similar styles because we
Really? I feel like, no, I know what you mean.
I mean, last night
But
I
it's
was wearing
still-
pretty much this outfit. I was wearing a beanie and a shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I think it's because, actually going back, I have a question. What do you guys think makes somebody stylish? What does that mean? Like, if when you see someone, okay, let's say you meet a friend of a friend at a bar or whatever, and you look at them and you're like, oh, like he has style or she has style. What does that mean?
Well, for me, like, I don't know these brands. Like, like, obviously I know Supreme, but like, I don't know these like expensive brands. So if I see someone wearing something, like, I won't know what that is. I won't.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't care. Like,
Yeah.
you spent $500 like on a T-shirt.
Right.
But for me, it's just like visually, like, it's hard to explain. Some people just.
It is
like,
hard to explain.
No, you know what it is?
know.
It's like, are they good looking and do their body proportions
No,
match up?
that's not what it
Sometimes
is.
that is.
No,
sometimes that.
I'm just submitting that answer because it's like low hanging fruit. But for example, like take someone like your guys' friend Andy, right? Like right when I met him, I was like, this guy is wearing literally things that I own in my closet, but I wouldn't be able to make it look as effortless as Andy does,
Yeah, but
Because
he also likes really like trendy things too. Yeah.
And like, there are some people
taking.
Yeah.
and there are some people who can pull it off because they are a little bit taller. It looks better
sure.
on them. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Not to say that that's like the end all of it, but like for example, I'm trying to think of anyone in our friend group who I'm like I would say that
No one's hot enough to give as an
Yeah, I'm
example.
trying to think like I guess we're all kind of like dopey looking.
Yeah.
I'll say this: when Jaehyun, my girlfriend, dresses in a more streetwear, like forward sensibility, I like really like that because it's like dressing your boyfriend or girlfriend is kind of a fun thing to do.
Because it's like, oh, that's kind of my style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So when she wears like her beanie with the hoodie and like the big baggy pants, kind of looking like a skater girl, I like that.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
her natural style is a lot more conservative and she like wears very like nice, like well crafted, not necessarily expensive.
Yeah, like she
but
looks
well-crafted.
polished.
She looks
Yeah.
very like
Yeah.
my first impression
But
of her was like she's an elegant person. She is way more elegant and pretty than I am.
That's so funny though, because I feel like my impression of Jay's style is more like skater girl. That term is
she
so
does
stupid,
that just to
but,
basically please me.
but I feel like that is like it looks effortless. It looks like it's her style.
Yeah, she looks good in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like her style.
Yeah.
She dresses well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other people in our friend group. Like Cindy has really good style. Elaine would be the one for sure. Elaine
thing
just
is-
looks good when she wears things.
Yeah.
Because she's got the body proportions for it. She's
Tiny.
She's really tiny. She's really skinny. She
You
can
know,
just throw it
being
on.
tiny is like,
It helps.
unfortunately, it is like there's a reason why these models are tiny.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, like, Kim Kardashian also, actually, that's a bad example because she 100% gets all her clothes like tailored, and
Yeah.
that's the thing, like tailoring. It's like everything she wears is custom made.
Because, just even looking at like girls I went to church with or stuff like that, like there's a handful of them that did become influencers and kind of got big on certain platforms. And their one common thing is that in real life, these girls are like 5'1". They're pretty petite.
Yeah.
But in photographs, they don't look at that small, but they make an extra small sweater look really good. You know what I mean? Or
Right,
some, I don't know
right.
what it is, but I do notice that they're not as like voluptuous. They don't have like tits. They're not like super tall, but they look really good in like Levi's and a shirt.
Yeah. I mean, body type, I think for me, it's not about like how tall you are or how much you weigh or like what your face looks like. It's really
really
a
what
sensibility.
that ass
Yeah.
do. It's really about what that ass
It's
do.
it's a sensibility that is hard to explain, as Jay said earlier.
Well,
It's
we
like,
touched on confidence being like integral.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, you know how when you see like I mean, I just gave this example. I'm like coming back to it, but like you see someone like a hypebeast dude standing in line at the Supreme store. He's got everything on, right? But you can tell from the way he stands, the way he's like flipping through his phone, like something in his eyes where you're like, you don't have the sensibility.
Yeah.
Like you're just wearing items of clothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the fact that the shoes don't go with the fit of the pants or something like that, right? Or maybe like he's wearing a shirt that he is cool, but it doesn't quite fit him.
Yeah. The irony is that like a lot of these guys who are hype beastie, especially in New York, are Asian, and they look like me and Jay, and which is to say, like, we don't look very cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, there are certain skaters that pull off that look. They typically have shaved heads. Like, they can pull off the shaved head look. Yeah. They kind of have a more lanky style. But Asian guys, we just aren't built that way. So I feel like Asian guys look so bad in Supreme stuff and so bad in like streetwear because it just looks like it's hanging off their bodies, and it's not like they don't wear it with confidence. You know, last night we were at Spill Out, our friend's pizza joint. My first time going, a dude walked in with a fucking Supreme Louis Vuitton bag, Supreme Louis Vuitton jacket, Supreme, like he was kitted out in probably like a $10,000 outfit, and it was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen.
Ugly, so ugly. That's how I feel about Gucci. It's like,
oh yeah, I know.
Well, these days, like designer is ugly. Like a lot of the really
Gucci
popular,
like really popped off for a hot second, and now it's kind of leveled
getting
down.
ugly, and like honestly being like making all their pieces like standout pieces, like statement pieces.
Are you talking about like when they made that pivot to like put fucking tigers and bees on everything?
Yeah,
which was kind of kish, kind of ugly.
Yeah,
kind of.
And
tacky.
the thing about paying a lot of money for clothes too, I think is there's something to be said for quality. I think quality is huge. Like I think also as we get older, don't you feel like you know now like what a nice knit sweatshirt is versus an H&M one?
Yeah.
Like it just feels different.
Oh, I don't buy H&M
as you get
anymore.
older, right?
H&M's great for like wearing it once or twice, but as soon as you wash that shit, it just turns into cardboard. I hate
No,
H&M.
literally.
Yeah, it's the worst.
It like disintegrates.
Well, I say that, but I still have a button-up shirt from H&M I bought like 5 years ago, and I still wear it all the time.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's the blue one. Everyone's like, I like that shirt. Is it new? I'm like, oh my God, this is the best $20 shirt I've ever bought.
But yeah, as we get older, we know the value of quality.
Yeah.
But buying something just because it's like expensive and designer, honestly, if you have the money like and you want to, like, fine, that's amazing. I think it's like a hobby for a lot of people too. But like the thing about those like design, like any item of clothing, honestly, it's like, how are you going to feel about it in 1 year, in one cycle, in one season?
In one fashion cycle, yeah.
Like it's in 6 months.
I know.
Like, let's say you bought a scarf and then it's July, 6 months later, like, and you don't want to wear the scarf and you put it away for 4 months and then you take it out again and you're like, this is ugly.
Are you good at like recycling clothes, donating clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't think I ever throw away clothes. Yeah.
Oh, so but you sell it then or something, or what do you
sell like nice things and then donate?
Okay, you donate.
Stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, just to circle back, Jay, what about you for the most expensive item of clothing you've bought? You can't think of one?
Yeah, I don't think I've spent more than like 300
on anything. Yeah. Do you have like a favorite brand that I guess Uniqlo would be like a go-to brand for you.
I actually I have shopped in Uniqlo, of course, and in the States, I definitely shop there more. I've kind of made it a point to not shop there in the past like year and a half, so I haven't bought anything other than Heat Tech or like.
Oh, so where do you buy? Where's your shirt from?
This is actually COS.
Oh shit!
I like I do like their T-shirts.
That's a nice brand.
Like
Wait,
fitting.
why do you not want to shop at Uniqlo?
Because I don't like going out and seeing someone wearing the same thing that I'm wearing.
Oh,
And
interesting.
that's for me. That's like that's what stands out for me. Like if I see like, I'm attracted to like women who dress well. In my opinion, dress well. And for me, it's like because they stand out in a way that is unique from like the majority of people.
So Jay and Aaron, like when you're looking at like a woman, what makes her style attractive to you?
For me, it's like how like far her boobs protrude from her shirt and like how like tight I can like see her nips. Is that fashion? I don't know.
Yeah, that's fashion.
Yeah.
Side,
That's my
sure.
answer then. That's my
Under
answer.
boob.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think most men would say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I look at.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just said that I like uniqueness, but then also like this is a classic look I think for women is like blue jeans and like a black shirt. Like I love that. Like
Simple and classic.
Right.
Yeah,
You like
yeah.
low rise? You like low rise? You like mom jeans?
you know, it just depends on how they wear it or their.
There was a time where I was like, I can never be attracted to anyone who wears mom jeans, and now
And now it's the only thing.
it's the only thing. Like
Yeah.
low rise is so
It's the
trashy to
only
me.
thing. Yeah.
Dude, fashion is so weird like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah, it just depends.
Are you into like a good girl look, like kind of summer dresses and no? Okay.
No.
You mean a little conservative?
I guess I'm trying to think like kind of going back to what we were saying about Korean fashion and stuff. When I was dating Korean girls, they would always dress very cutesy, like really cute socks,
Like a
like
little-
cute summer
yeah,
dress.
totally.
And they'd always wear like kind of leggings underneath the dress because they don't want to like have their bare thighs exposed.
That's what I hate about Korea. And like I really despise how uncomfortable I feel like if I'm wearing something that's like slightly revealing.
Yeah.
You've talked about this on the podcast before.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Like I really can't.
Well, what you're wearing right now, let's just talk about it because you're wearing basically the Kendall Jenner, like hot girl LA.
I'm
look.
wearing
You're showing your stomach.
Lululemon yoga pants, and which I think is that's the number one pant in Los Angeles. Probably, honestly, is like
Believe it.
Lululemon.
Dude,
leggings.
Lululemon pants. I've seen the TikTok videos of like these housewives who are like, I bought a pair of these pants that's gonna make my ass look like 100, and I'm gonna like.
Because they do.
They do.
It's crazy.
bro.
Like
I've
even
been
if
looking
you have
at that shit.
nothing, like yeah. But I was wearing these pants out like in my neighborhood with like a freaking hoodie or something, and I was leaving a restaurant, and these like ajumas looked over at me, and they were like they were talking behind my back, but I heard every single word. They were like in Korean. They were like, "Oh, so." People just wear that these days.
That's like the equivalent of like, I love your style. You'll just put on anything.
Which I was told in high school. Yeah. Like, oh, good for you.
Oh, I'm curious. What was everyone's style in high school?
Honestly, I was so with it.
I want to guess you wore like jean skirts and
Yeah.
tank tops.
I was a late bloomer in everything, and fashion included. So I didn't, up until 8th grade, I only wore big shirts.
I've seen photographs
Yeah,
of you. Yeah,
that was me up until 8th grade.
That's fucking
Like I didn't give a
hilarious.
shit. I hated shopping. Like my friends would like be into clothes, and I would be like looking down on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then 8th grade, I don't know. I just like got into clothes.
Was
And
there
then-
like like celebrity that you looked at being like, oh, I kind of want to look like her? Or was there any inspiration?
my idol growing up was Paris Hilton.
Wow.
Loved
You should just keep that to
her.
yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Loved her. I won't keep that.
She's
to
kind of
myself.
like come around again in the zeitgeist.
yeah, because she started everything.
she did.
everything.
I guess oh god, I hate that we have to like attribute that to her. But yeah, you're
It's
right.
crazy,
You're right.
and it's crazy that it's attributable.
yeah, sure.
Like it.
And she
its
had the
origin
sex
stories
tape
are with
way
her.
before Kim Kardashian did. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah.
Yeah. What else did she start other than sex tapes, celebrity?
She was doing-
being a reality star.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like reality TV, kind of like
Being
she
famous
pioneered.
for being famous.
Oh yeah, kind
So
of.
she
just
was like a
influencing, I
socialite
guess.
influencer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. For sure.
just being dumb as fuck.
But she's so smart, actually.
Yeah, I feel like she just plays.
She
she
ain't
plays.
she
She
ain't that
plays
smart.
dumb. She's smart.
She ain't that
She has she's a billionaire just from her
She's in
perfume
Mensa.
company.
You guys don't know. She has a 178 IQ.
Honestly, I would believe it.
Jay, what about you? Who were your fashion icons growing up, or what was your style like?
So I mean, I wore like tight jeans in high school.
What was your shoe of choice?
Shoe of choice in high school, I can't remember. But once I started like caring about like fashion, I guess, is probably in college. Not that my fashion was good back then, but that's when I started to like be like, okay, I should probably start caring. And like I was, I studied jazz, and one thing that people like Thelonius Monk and like Miles Davis, they're always like, you have to dress sharp because if you're on stage, like you have to look good.
Yeah.
And you have to look like you belong there. And so you could think of fashion as being like materialistic to a certain extent. And some people might look down on it like that. And I think I was guilty of that. But then once I started to...
Guilty of thinking that way.
Yeah. Listening to these guys and wanting to like... And then understanding like, yeah, you got to actually like... It kind of matters sometimes.
Yeah.
So like, I'd say Thelonious Monk is an early fashion icon of mine.
Oh, wow. Jeez. That's a
He also
pretty good answer.
Wears like hella cool
like Paris Hilton.
rings and like cool ass fucking hats. Just always looked sick as fuck. Yeah.
Accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture you like 20 years from now just wearing a fedora.
No, having like
non-ironically.
the largest hat collection.
Yeah, with feathers in it and just like clink, 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 just so many fucking rings on your fingers.
Honestly, hats are like really a mode of self-expression.
Hell yeah.
People who wear hats and hats are their thing, it's like, I love it.
Dude, my dad has these really fucking hilarious Christian hats that look like they're from the army and from the fire department.
But they have like a Bible verse on it or something.
So it's like, on fire for Jesus. Or like, I served in the military of the Lord.
The Lord, yeah.
And he's been approached by people who think that he's a veteran or something. And then they'll be like, I'm sorry, sir, I misread your hat.
That is
but also,
so
like,
funny.
I love that you love
like
Jesus.
Those, yeah.
It's
veteran
fucking
hats,
hilarious.
yeah.
I'll try to find some photos, but my dad is a fashion icon. Yeah. Like, that's my inspiration.
Yeah, that's what
like
you'll be when
big Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Oh my God,
like a Gap,
really?
Yeah, like a tracksuit from the
like
Gap.
the gold rimmed.
Kind of. Like my dad had like the nerdiest engineer glasses. Yeah. But also like for me, 100% skateboarders.
Yeah.
Like Andrew Reynolds in This Is the End, just like a fucking shirt and jeans and some Vans and a skateboard was like my look. But in skateboarding, there's so many dumb things that we did too. Do you remember shoelace belts, Jay? Were you ever into that?
No.
So in skateboarding, it's still a thing. It's like you use a shoelace instead of a belt. And that's like a way to like let people know that you skate. Also, like having fucked up shoes is like a marker of like that you skate.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting is that a lot of skateboarders are in fashion now. Like they will be on the fucking runways at these big shows.
I mean, now it's like the skater look is just mainstream what guys dress like.
Yeah, and
what
it's
guys of a certain
infuriating.
age.
It's infuriating because like they'll get some dope ass skaters to do their shit, and these guys are fucking 360 flipping down 10 stairs in Louis Vuitton shoes. And I'm like, how did this happen? What world do we live in?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, commodification of everything eventually.
The culture. It's under threat.
Yeah, of everything. And then also, I think just everyone, well, maybe this is arguable, but I think like ever since humans like wore clothes, like when they dig up like mummies, right? They're like fitted up. The mummies are fitted up. And that's because like we've always cared about how we look. Like no matter who you are, if you're a skater, you want to look cool while you're skating. If you're a freaking why can't I think of like another athlete, another sport athlete?
Musician. Or I mean NBA, dude. Fashion in the NBA has
and it's like you think that they're wearing that stuff just because it's practical? No.
You think I wanted the sleeve of tattoos?
Dude, it's a statement now.
It's
like
a
in the
statement.
NBA, like they go to the games wearing like the fucking craziest fit that they could come up with.
It's the royal court.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's because people just want to look cool. They want to look cool, and then they want to express themselves.
In New York especially, New York's the kind of place where you'll put on a nice-ass outfit just to walk to the fucking store to get a coffee. And then just sit outside the store so people can like walk by, and then you'll go home. And that was like your thing that you did that day.
Yeah, and I love that energy. Like I love the energy of people dressing up and like showing out for like nothing. I love that. And a pet peeve that I have is when I go to a restaurant, and I'm not talking about like Cali Kitsch or whatever. I'm talking about like a restaurant, like a nice sit down restaurant, and when people are in sweatpants.
I mean, that's pretty irritating. Yeah,
hate that. And I hate that now the culture is like, you can do that at a nice restaurant. You can go to a nice place and you can wear slides.
Well, it's kind of like
and a t-shirt.
It's kind of like those nice steakhouses where you have to wear a jacket and stuff. And
I love that. I love a dress
yeah,
code,
I think that traditional. Yeah, I think a dress code is interesting. I don't know if I agree with it because if you're a paying customer, you're a paying customer. And it's not like going to a steakhouse has the...
But it's like go to another place without a dress code.
Yeah, like go to Chick-fil-A. Don't go to like Peter Luger. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense.
I just like it when people... I was in LA with
treat these things with the reverence they kind of deserve. Yeah,
I was in LA with my sister last year and we were sitting at like a nice restaurant and then there was a couple who were in slides and sweats. But then at the table next to us was a family. I think it was like a special dinner. And then the fathers were wearing like their nice dress shirts. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yes, you put on your dress shirt, you put on your nice shirt to go to dinner.
Yeah.
Like it's respectful and it's cute.
It's cute to make going out a thing.
Yeah.
Should everyone abide by that rule? Should everyone treat going out as a thing? That's what I take issue with.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like you don't have to do that, obviously, but
it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It'd be cooler. And I just appreciate it when I see people like trying to look put together.
Yeah.
Even for something simple.
Aw. That like just gives me an image of like a really dopey looking like old man. Like, going to Peter Luger by himself wearing like an ill-fitting jacket, but that's his Sunday best.
Yeah, and it like doesn't matter,
it doesn't matter
what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Just as long as you think you're putting it together.
I will say though, I get like low-key a little sad when I see these ajashis sometimes. I'll be like, who are you? Like, why are you? What do you do? What is your story? Like, you're wearing these like...
By looking at their outfit?
Kind of, yeah. Which is so like, why would I be judging like a 55-year-old man on his outfit? But I'll just be like, you must have made some mistakes in life to be hanging out here at this time wearing that stuff.
Wearing that?
Yeah.
Wait, so let's talk about what your fashion pet peeves are. What are people wearing right now that you hate?
Ooh. I don't know. See, I don't think I pay enough attention to things that would irritate me.
Or something that people like, and you're like, why do people like that? That's so disgusting.
One thing that comes to mind is like the block shoes or like the ugly dad shoes.
The sort of blocky
and
fucking shoes.
Oh, the Balenciaga chunky sneakers.
Yeah, the chunky,
Those are
chunkies.
The worst,
yeah.
the worst.
But in general, like just kind of standard sneakers, but they're bigger. It was like a trend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be dying down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I will
standard sneakers, but bigger, right? It's like everything is like just big, right.
I will say when that was first popping off, I was like, what the fuck? I wasn't into it, but I think it's kind of like, it's
been battered into your brain.
Yeah.
And then until
I
you
think
accept
that's
it.
what it is.
Absolutely.
It's not that I would wear it myself, but if I see like, a lot of girls wear like white, whatever that kind of sneaker is, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of works.
Yeah. Oh, now I know. Off-White as a brand.
Horrible.
Yeah, I hate it. And I hate it because of self-loathing. There was a time where I was like, maybe I'll drop $1,200 on an Off-White jacket, fuck it. I mean, I was going to say this earlier and I was embarrassed, but I'll just admit it. I bought a Gucci t-shirt.
That's a nice t-shirt though.
It is.
Yeah.
But
it's like a white t-shirt.
But I bought it because it was a Gucci shirt. Not that like my fashion dictated its necessity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I know deep down I'm a fraud.
Yeah.
And I wore it a lot that summer. And I bought Gucci slides, which I still do wear, to be fair.
Which I like those slides.
I like those slides too. But it's just funny because I just went through this phase where I was like, I'm going to level up my fashion by just buying these expensive things. And obviously they look good on me and I like them, but it was kind of the clout of the brand and the label was driving my decision making.
Definitely.
So now when I see Off-White, like I can't believe people are still wearing that fucking shit.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know what kind of person wears Off-White. Let's just leave it at that.
Who are you thinking? Because I'm thinking of like a 16-year-old high school kid. Wait, who are you thinking?
Yeah, a 16-year-old high school kid.
Who wears someone?
I have a lot of
my Off-White shit.
Does anyone in our friend group wear Off-White? Do you wear Off-White, Jay?
No.
The sneakers are the worst. The ones with the zip tag on it, or what do you call it?
And they leave the tags on.
But those Nike Off-Whites were pretty hard.
Dude, I was
like
gonna
them.
say, like, I remember seeing a pair of Chuck All Stars.
Yeah, those were sick.
That were like clear, and I thought they were pretty sick.
Those were sick.
Yeah.
Those are what inspired me to buy my clear white ones.
Yeah,
but for like a tenth of the price.
But if I got them, I would take the tag off.
Yeah,
like I don't know, I'm just not.
It was a huge thing in skateboarding to wear those Off-Whites while skating, but you have to keep the tag on.
The fashion thing I hate is clutches for men. which Koreans
yeah.
Dope,
like-
dude.
mentioned this,
That's
yeah.
exactly it.
I can't.
I fucking hate that shit. Like, and it's like,
And
an
once again, it is a
expensive-ass clutch.
specific type of Korean man who wears a clutch. But yeah, it's
sure.
always a Goyard clutch.
It's either
Yeah.
Goyard or it's the crisscrossy brand, the one that's like crisscrossy.
Bottega
leather.
Veneta.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And they always have, they have these like kind of capri style like tight pants with the fucking
a
drivers.
cropped like trouser.
Yeah, crop trouser
And
with
the driving
the Gucci
shoes.
slot, like some
Yeah.
drivers from Gucci.
And what
or
kind of
Tod's.
car are they driving?
Probably a Porsche.
Yeah, it's a
honestly.
Porsche.
Yeah,
I guess we kind of touched on Korean fashion, right?
a little bit. But is there
Yeah.
another point you want to make about it?
Well, I was just thinking about like ajashi fashion, and you were kind of like commenting on like you see an ajashi and you're like, what life choices did you make to get there? And I feel like there is a huge range, right? Because there's the ajashi that in the deep summer will wear just like a mesh vest and nothing underneath it,
Right.
And you can see the nipples and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
He's a raver, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like part of me is like respect, part of me is like dog. Like
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see the respect part. Is like, nah.
for me, it's the respect is just like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't give
And
a
that's
fuck.
the respect.
Yeah.
But on the other side of things, and it's not so much ajashi, more like haraboji. Sometimes I'll like come across a haraboji who just looks fucking sick as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hella respect.
Bro,
you
there's
know?
like there's a Instagram like group of men on Instagram from Japan.
Yeah,
these old
those
men who like
grandpas
kind of
from Japan.
dance,
Yeah.
but they all are silver foxes and they like dress
yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
I mean, I could only hope that my posture is good enough to fucking
Dude, I know.
wear a shirt well.
It's interesting because I think like as you get older, isn't it funny how we just assume like old people like don't? I don't know. I think
Well, so this article I read was saying that as you get older, you have to take bolder, like you have to make bolder
that's
decisions.
why old ladies love to wear like bold lipstick or a
Bright colors.
funky color, right? Because like
It
like,
also is good for your cognitive health, I've read.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is. But I think also as you get older and then when you become like elderly, like everything has to be comfortable. Like you can't be wearing whatever shoe you want. You can't be wearing like
Okay,
a tight
great.
pant,
Let's talk about
you know?
this then. What do you think of New Balance shoes, the dad New Balance shoes with a summer dress? I got in a huge, not even huge, I got in an argument about this with Valerie, our friend Valerie, because she was like, bro, this is like the look right now in New York. And I was like,
It is the look. It's
you
like
look
running
like you're a
shoes
mentally
with-
ill person who like...
Wait, you haven't seen that look around? Everyone does
But
it.
it just looks so stupid to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it can look stupid.
I think it looks
Yeah.
stupid.
It
yeah.
can.
And I mentioned this dad shoe kind of thing, and that's kind of like touching on it. And I think like it depends on the shoe because
it does depend on
yeah,
and
like-
it depends on the dress.
Yeah, because even within the New Balance, they have like the 990 V, like whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sometimes the shoe looks cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just like does not work.
The New Balance dad shoe I've come around on. Like I think okay, I can
Yeah.
accept it for what it is, and I think that it looks good with certain like I think with a light blue jean, like a straight like light blue jean, you look like Steve Jobs, cool. But with a summer dress like and a bottle of Lambrusco, no, like fuck no.
I don't know.
I never liked it. I
yeah.
never liked it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I can see it working for me.
Yeah.
Wait, Celine, what about you? What's like a fashion trend maybe that guys do that you don't like?
The clutch.
Oh, that's right.
But that's not anyone in my social circle.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's do it. Let's
What
start thinking about
men
our social circle.
Oh my God, I wish I had it. What do I really hate? I can't think of anything, but obviously there's stuff. I just can't think of anything.
Can you think about?
my
I'm trying to
God.
think now of like before I met my current girlfriend, like going on dates with girls and like what kind of like impression they made off what they were wearing. But Korean girls are so like it's so PC. Like I can't really criticize it.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, you're just
it's
looking
like, what's
pleasant.
there to? Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Probably like an offensive shoe.
offensive shoe.
Yeah, like if the shoe is too loud.
Okay.
Or
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Yeah.
You don't like
um,
loud. You don't like loud.
No, I don't necessarily like a loud. For men, straight men who are like trying to look cool, quote unquote cool, I don't think the shoes should be so loud.
Give me an example
Like-
of a loud shoe. You're thinking of like the Gucci block shoe or something.
God almighty, never.
Wait, what do you think of Golden Goose?
Fucking hate.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
I
the
don't know
mom
what that
shoe.
is.
That's the mom shoe.
Is it
honestly, it's the
really?
rich mom shoe.
I always thought the Gucci shoes were the rich brat shoe. Maybe not the
that
rich
too.
mom.
It's
yeah.
like there's also like certain like designer items that this is so judgmental, but fashion is about judging. So there's certain designer items where it's like, oh, that bag or that shoe is for people who don't have style, but they want to get the Gucci piece or the Chanel bag.
I see.
Like there's
What do
certain
you think
Chanel
of Goyard?
bags that
What do you think of Goyard bags?
they're beautiful bags, but I think it depends how you wear them.
I fucking
because-
love them. I think they're
I think they're a
pretty
little
sick.
bit boring.
They're kind of boring now, but when I
Yeah.
first discovered, quote unquote, the brand, for me,
Mm-hmm.
when I first discovered it, was like maybe 2017. I was like, this is the coolest brand I've ever fucking seen.
In 2017,
I
it was
really
cool.
liked it.
Yeah.
But like my girlfriend really thinks it's cringy. She like hates that brand.
I think because every Korean,
every girl, yeah,
like,
especially Korean,
yeah. I don't like Jordans. That's
shit.
that's a shoe pet peeve that I have. I don't like Jordans on men or women.
Shout out Justin
Yeah.
Kim.
Shout out.
Justin, your shoes.
Justin
are
loves Jordans,
hideous.
dude. I love Jordans though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They look too Instagrammy.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
know,
see that.
yeah.
I mean, that's like a huge trend. Like everyone's wearing like white Air Force Ones, right?
Oh, I hate the Air Force Ones.
But you know what? A white Air Force One is like a black Chuck Taylor. It'll never go out of style.
No, for sure.
yeah.
that is
For
that,
sure.
It's a staple. It's a
For
staple
sure.
for a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
people.
yeah.
That's true. I don't think it will ever go out of style, but right now it's trendier than it has ever been.
Is there a
Am I
reason
wrong?
that you can point to?
I think they are. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just
Nike opened another factory in
It's
like
just
Myanmar.
also things just come around, right? Like we were
Right.
talking about the Boston clog, the Birkenstock Boston clog, how
yeah.
that's like everywhere now. But I've always liked that shoe, so I think it's cool
Well, you
that
know,
people are wearing
the
it now.
clog, the clog looks like a croc, basically. I think that
It's
shape
like literally
is cool.
just a clog.
It's,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's hideous looking, just like Crocs were hideous in 2014, and now they're cool.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that like Seline
See,
rolled up to the
everything
podcast recording today wearing these Crocs, which I have liked for a while now. Like you pull it off.
But they're arguably like the quote unquote ugly shoe.
They
right?
are. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we all remember hating on Crocs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got
Yeah.
Crocs in like I don't know 7 years ago. Ironically, or not, just like they're comfortable to wear.
No, it's like you
and
bought
it's
Crocs so that
Yeah.
you can participate in water activities. Like literally, yeah.
Right, right. And I don't know, like the whole heel thing. You know, the heel strap
platform.
is like fucking
Oh, yeah.
game changing.
Yeah.
The heel
For-
strap
for-
is.
for
and
just,
they're
like-
comfortable as fuck.
Exactly.
They are.
And all of a sudden, like they're fashionable.
I know.
You know.
But so I went to the Crocs store in 2017 when everyone was hating on the ones you guys have right now, because I was like, I'm gonna buy a pair of Crocs to make a statement. I've always had this impulse in me to like do something that's not people don't like, just to like see if I could pull it off. And I got a pair of Crocs that I think are fucking sick, and everyone else has told me that they look like the shoes you wear in the bathroom. Like
Oh,
slip-ons
they're
you wear.
the slip-ons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I love those shoes.
Yeah.
But everyone fucking roasts me, and then they're wearing the ugly Crocs,
Right.
and I'm wearing the Crocs that I have an actual opinion about, that I made a decision about.
Right,
and
right.
I get the hate,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
have two different pairs
Yeah, of the same shoe.
of the same shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to wear them anymore because it
I
looks like
think-
I'm going to the bathroom.
No,
apparently.
honestly, but that's a Korean thing, right? No one in America is going to be like, you look like you're going to the bathroom.
Dude, totally.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
It is a Korean thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, respect to you,
But-
man. Just
yeah.
fucking wear them. Who
You know,
fucking
that
cares?
reminds me, back when I was in high school, going back to that, like, trying to wear stuff that no one's wearing. Because that's part of fashion, too, right?
Definitely.
I went through a huge phase where I only wanted to wear shirts that were, like, Mike's Car Repair Shop. Like, these... Like almost like pseudo like used
Stuff you would find at a Goodwill, any given Goodwill. Yeah.
but it
You're
wasn't
like,
even
I don't know
Goodwill
that
because
like, you're wearing-
my dad was a contractor, so
Yeah,
he had a
yeah.
lot of access to free shirts.
Yeah.
and I loved wearing whatever shitty free shirt he could find.
I love those shirts.
Dude,
Yeah.
It was actually inspired by like bowling alley shirts. That was a big thing when we were in high school. And I was like obsessed with like having an obscure ass random company and just wearing it thinking that it made me unique, you know?
That's exactly what I try to go for. Like, that's why whenever I travel, I try to like buy a t-shirt at some random ass place. Hopefully it'll fit well. But that's the thing with t-shirts, sometimes they fit really weird.
Yeah. Or when you wash them, they just become
Turn something
unwearable.
else,
Yeah. Like I'm wearing right now this shirt when Jay and I first got this one. Oh my God, I spilled on my brand new pants.
Oh no.
Oh, by the way, listeners, we're all fitted out, trying to look as fashionable as possible for the podcast.
Except Aaron, you just showed like that.
Except for me.
Roasted.
But when I
Boom,
bought
roasted.
this shirt, it was super dope. And then I've washed it like 3 times, and now it's cardboard.
Oh, it's got stiff.
Yeah, it got really stiff.
Do you guys dry your clothes?
I hang dry my clothes. Yeah.
Okay.
I hang dry as well.
I do not dry any of my clothing in the
Yeah.
dryer.
But do you use you use softener while you wash it?
No.
I feel like I need to use softener. I don't know. Now we're just talking about laundry, but
Sometimes
Laundry is important.
it is important because pilling is like a huge
Pilling,
fucking thing. It's
oh my
fucking
God.
annoying. And
wait, what? Sorry, excuse me.
You know when the little balls of
Yeah.
wool
Oh
form
my God.
and start
Yeah.
like shedding.
Oh shit.
And so you have to kind of be mindful of the strength of your wash, how much clothes
Yeah.
you put in.
But you
this
know what?
kind
I
of
recently, and recently as in last 5-6 months, I've been getting into hand washing. I've never hand washed my own clothes. I
Oh,
used to
for
just
sure.
take everything to the dry cleaner.
Wow.
Yeah.
I literally hand wash clothes now, and
Nice.
it is so hard.
Yeah, wait. Are
But
you using like a fucking washboard? Like you're
No, because that'll ruin the clothing. It's literally
Oh
like
yeah,
massaging
just
the
in a,
like.
in a like a little tub.
And of
thing.
course, I'm hand washing only stuff like cashmere, right? Like stuff that has to be hand washed.
Yeah.
your thong that you've had since high school.
Yeah. Because I don't want it to.
Yeah.
One day it's just gonna snap,
Snap.
in your butt crack.
That's a
Oh my
thing with
God.
girls though too, right? They just wear their like favorite pair of underwear
Oh,
for like
I think that goes
ever.
for everyone. Is like underwear and
Yeah.
socks for some reason last forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
sucks
weird.
when I get a fucking hole
Oh
in my,
my
favorite
God, dude.
pair of socks.
Yeah.
Dude.
I've never had a hole in my underwear.
I literally blow holes. I blow holes through my underwear. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yeah. It's embarrassing.
The
but-
force of your farts.
Literally. It's like, why is this happening? And I'm like using logic. I'm like, I guess I blow chunks through this shit. It's like, I guess like the gas has some agent in it that is acidic.
I mean, right.
Yeah, for sure.
And the force of the air coming out.
All the
of your
tacos I eat,
ass,
all
yeah.
the lime. Yeah, dude, for sure.
sure.
Yeah.
But hand washing is super labor intensive, but really rewarding. That's all I'll say.
Is there any last lingering thing about fashion that we need to get out before we put the wait? What
I
time
just
is it?
think just wear whatever you want at the end of the day.
Wait, do we?
Yeah,
does
but
any
we'll
do any of
judge
us
you.
have really funny like fashion stories, like about trying to impress someone with your fashion or taking a fashion trend too far,
I've like wardrobe malfunctions. I've had wardrobe malfunctions.
like a titty slip, like Janet Jackson?
I had
in
a
Super
titty
Bowl?
slip at a gas station in America.
Okay.
My full boob was out, and I didn't realize till afterwards.
Wait, huh?
Oh.
Yeah,
how do you know?
it was a very like breezy, like open, like halter neck top. Like it looked like Kleenex. So the parts were like flapping around, and
see.
then I realized like after I'd gone into the convenience store and like did all my shit and walked out, like my whole boob was exposed.
Oh my God, you went
Yeah.
into the fucking
And then
convenience
this is
store.
probably the worst wardrobe malfunction I've ever had. Is I was interning at a like online news site in Boston in college, and they were famous for their events. So they would hold like Boston 50 under 50, like whatever, get together, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then
Wait, did you intern at the Dig?
no, not the dig.
That's where I interned. So anyway.
And at this event, it was like not black tie. It's like cocktail attire, right? So I bought this dress, this black like form-fitting dress, and I thought I looked so good in it, which I did. And then
Love it.
went through the whole night, whatever, like all good. And then we get pictures back from the event, like
And your
a week
vagina
later.
was like,
no, and the dress was
open.
fully see-through.
oh, so you could see your entire body.
Yeah. And like there were pictures of me from behind, whole ass out.
Wow.
Like,
Sounds like your sister's Instagram.
or every chick's Instagram.
Wait, that doesn't sound like that bad. You had a good body. You have a good body.
I did. Like, I weirdly, I wasn't as mortified as I should have been.
No, I feel like, honestly, low-key, that's kind of like, fuck yeah, dude.
But it's also like, imagine what people there thought. I don't know.
But you're not one. You're not one to think about what people think.
One of the only non-white people at that entire event, as like all these events in Boston were like.
Yeah, I see. That's a little
embarrassing, because I was young, like,
and you're representing the Asian race.
The whole Asian race. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. I've had a lot of wardrobe malfunctions. I had like a button pop off my jeans.
Damn, do guys? I mean, our dicks never just like flop out though. Like I'm trying to think of a wardrobe malfunction from a guy's perspective. Like
button fell off my jacket last night.
A button fell off my jacket. Maybe like having like a shit stain or something. But I don't know if that's ever happened to me, to be honest.
Like period stains for girls, like that's like a given. Every girl has a story about that.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know.
But maybe like you shit your pants and it's like you have a brown spot. I don't know.
Yeah, that reminds me of that one time where I shat my pants and I forgot there was a brown spot on my pants the whole day. No, I was going to say like when trucker hats were really big.
Oh my God, like Bass Pro Shop. Yeah.
And I would go out hunting for like a good trucker hat.
I thought you like actually went hunting.
Hunting in the trucker.
No, I would go out hunting for like a good trucker hat, and it happened. That trend happened to coincide with when I went through a very big religious phase, and so dude, I went to Zoomies. And they had this Jesus is my homeboy hat.
Trucker hat.
Yeah. And of course, I was like, Dad, I want people to know I love Jesus. So he buys it for me. And I wore this shit for months at school thinking it was like the coolest fashion statement.
And then thinking back on it now, you just look like I'm like,
oh my God, I feel like that's why people like were like, Aaron is Aaron.
Isn't that so funny? Because if you wore that now, it would be cool. It'd be kind of cool. It's ironic. Yeah. But in high school,
it was so earnest. All my acne and everything. No, so bad.
Didn't your brother-in-law get you like a Warriors hat or something? And you were super embarrassed
that brand that just says dope on it? I don't know that brand. I've never seen it. So my brother-in-law got me a hat that said dope. And I was just like, oh, bro, thanks. But I'm not going to wear it. You might as well just return this. And he was actually like, wow, you don't like this? Like, this is so you. And I was like, you think this is me, dude? Like, you don't even know me.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, no. So I think I still have it, or I probably just threw it away, which I feel terrible about. Yeah. But it was like a $25 hat from Champs. So there's no loss. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to throw away a lot of clothes. Not throw, like, I'll donate it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Are you a hoarder when it comes to clothes?
I'm not a hoarder, but, okay, so before this podcast, we knew that the theme was passion, or fashion is my passion. Mm-hmm. And Aaron's like, come with your
best
fit. And I'm like, looking through my closet, I'm like, dude, I got nothing.
Bro, I felt the same way.
Put a fucking t-shirt
or more appropriately,
pants.
I was like, I can't wear what I wore last night.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, because like I just got a jacket and I quite like it.
You have a vintage YSL jacket that's pretty sick.
Yeah, no, that's
a dope jacket.
That's a good jacket.
You've definitely seen it.
I don't wear it that often, but you've probably seen it. I was gonna venture. I might have worn it, but the weather these days is so emeh. It's just like, it's kind of cold. It's kind of hot during the day, but I know we're going to be here during the night. So I just...
But also, here's a concluding thought.
Yeah.
Beanies, right? Beanie hiding the hair is how I wear beanies. My girlfriend wants me to show my bangs, which I find like very childish.
No. You should hide the hair. Right. That's my opinion.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that we could adjudicate that.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. All right, babe. You heard that? Okay, good.
Showing the bangs, I think, is a little emo.
Yeah.
I think it also depends on how long your hair is. And with your length of hair, you got to hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Can we just talk about how my barber, I went to my barber, and she goes... She goes, "Oh, what do you want?" I go, "Just what you normally do."
Oh,
and
God.
she's like, "Okay." And then halfway through, she goes, "No, I'm gonna do something a little different."
Oh.
And now my hair is growing in a way where I can't fuck with it, and I'm furious at my barber.
do you mean?
It's like there's too much going on right here.
Yeah.
And I want it gone. Like she would normally like really shave this part down so I could just comb it over, but now I have to deal with. Oh, the listeners are
Dude,
so bored.
I mean, they're probably bored and they're not gonna enjoy this, but I fucking feel you, dude. For the past 2.5 months, I've been wearing a hat.
You've been growing your hair out. Yeah.
'cause
But I liked your change in your hairstyle. I liked it. I liked it.
I saw it once.
I liked it because you were doing the flat look, like the bangs look.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, but that only happens if I wear a beanie for like 3 hours
I
and
see.
it stays down.
I see.
Because if I
Squashes
do
his hair
not,
It's like the
down.
opposite of a perm.
yeah, I look like Kim Jong Un.
Oh, it grows straight up.
Yeah, I just like maybe had a midlife crisis, and I was like, I need to get a.
Let's hope
short
it wasn't.
haircut.
Let's hope it's not
mean-
midlife.
Yeah. If only I can live as long as the geisha.
Yes,
94 years
exactly.
old.
Shout out to the geisha.
No, Inomura Sensei.
Wait, is there anything else that we want to touch on? I mean, we've been talking for like an hour and 5 minutes.
What are your closing remarks about fashion? I said wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
Honestly, at the end of the day, like none of this matters,
I think
right?
my thing is look at people who have similar body proportions to you and then just copy what they're doing. You know?
That's if you if you feel lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel lost, maybe think about your life and then like reassess it, because if you, anything you take seriously, you will think about at least once a month. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there who don't think about their fashion ever, and you should.
Which is
think about your fashion.
Yeah.
You should.
Which I think those people are the biggest mysteries of all. People who actually don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about people who are like, yeah, I wear whatever I want, but people who actually are like, what is a you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I don't understand like what complexion
Actually,
is.
I feel
or,
like that's
what,
my brother. My brother is like unlike anyone I know. He like
dude, we should have Daniel
he's
on
like
the podcast.
not on social media. Literally doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about clothes. Does not give a
Yeah,
shit.
but you know why? It's
Like,
because
he-
you were his older sister, and then you fucking taught him to not care about these things, and then one day you switched
What
on
do you
him.
mean?
It's your fault, Celine.
What do you mean I taught him not to care
Because
about
you
these
wore
things?
baggy ass shirts until you were in fucking, you know, and your
he took
little
after
brother was
me.
probably like, okay, well, Nuna doesn't give a shit about this stuff. And
Yeah.
Because I've only met your brother like once.
That's given a lot of credit to Seline, but
Hey, man.
But I know I did have a big
Nunas have a
influence,
big
yeah.
influence.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
You guys know.
yeah.
Well, that sounds like a great time to say thank you so much for listening to this episode of the
Thank
Side Dish
you.
Podcast. I'm a little drunk now. We were drinking lots of shots while recording that episode.
know you
If you
were.
guys made it to the end, fuck yeah, you're a real one. Please like and subscribe. Look, let me get real with you. You have to like and subscribe. If you don't, we lose the motivation to continue doing this. But we like doing this. So it's this weird impasse. And with that said, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.